I don't know how to put it.
Cash is
Cash, yes.
it's all cash.
It's card disbursement that we are doing.
There's a client of mine at Sherman, a microcredit. He has a product. It's a supply chain finance product. What he does, he deals specifically with pharmaceuticals, the drugstores, and not the big pharmacy, but the drugstores and so on. And I hear that market it goes fast. Yeah. So what he does is that he goes to negotiate with the wholesaler for the wholesaler to supply you the drugstore. Then he pays the wholesaler. Then you, the drugstore, you pay him. You see? So it's a loan, but it's a supply chain finance because the money doesn't come directly to the drugstore. The drugstore is his client. But he doesn't give you the money to go and buy from the wholesaler. Because once the money comes to you, probably only 20% to go to the wholesaler, 80% to go to other purposes. So he goes directly to go and negotiate better prices with the wholesaler. And the wholesaler provides you the drugstore. Because the wholesalers, they're also struggling. The goods are not moving fast. So if they can have somebody to finance that working capital and they move it out, it's good for them. Then you also get better prices, wholesale prices. Then you can margin up, then you can sell it. And it's working perfectly for him. In fact, one of his customers wanted a facility beyond what he could provide, so he directed the customer back to me directly. So as a customer, when he directed the customer, I said the customer said he wanted money to go and buy drugs. But I suspected something. So if you want the money to go and buy drugs, why isn't that you are not using the same facility that the other guy is doing for you? Apparently, he wanted to use the money to go and import something else in India. So I called basically my friend. Now we need pay. Then informal conversation. No, so call importing people in India. So I had patience for the guy. I asked him to go to our web portal, fill out the application form, make him go through all the processes. Then I issued with the decline letter. and said that on the basis of his request, I think that it's reasonable to resort to his financial service provider for that service as a first port of call. Because if he really needs the drugs, he can still have that service. He doesn't need the money from you. I knew that he was going to divert the money. You see, so some of the customers, monitoring. Yes, sir.
Sometimes maybe I don't know. Our focus is just mainly on the diversion, but what if the diversion sometimes, in most cases, may yield more positive results? Why I'm saying that, I think we are all focused on diverting to do something which will not yield results. Like in my case, where the person paid rent, but the person probably brought a business. You assess, I want to buy these items. She picked the money and realized that maybe that business within that time was no more moving. Like I think we had a similar case. She sells these foods. She picked the money, then the lockdown came, so she couldn't move to Kumasi to buy the foods. Immediately, she bought yam and started dealing in the yam, still within the
So when she was coming for the facility, did she tell you she was going to use it for the yam?
No.
Why not? No, if the yam is so good, why not?
As at that time, she was dealing in foods. She used to buy the foods. So when she picked the money, and she was used to trade in the foods items, then the lockdown, she was anticipating there will be lockdown, so she held on with the money for about a week or two. Then the lockdown really came.
Okay.
So she used that money to move into yam. And she was trading in yam.
She had taken the money already for the foods.
Yes.
And because of the lockdown,
she had to stop and divert.
Okay, but I think that's exceptional circumstance.
So diversion is not always bad.
It's not always bad.
It's not always bad.
Yes, but it's like we are all focused on it always being
There's
bad.
exceptional circumstance. This one, I think it was occasioned by the COVID. It's
No,
exceptional
but
circumstance.
the point I'm making is we have others, they pick the money for one purpose. And when they go back, they assess that purpose will not survive. They quickly change to something else. But when you go, that other business is moving. So I don't see a need for us to search, maybe attack. So long as the person will pay with our problems. Personally, I don't see a problem with that.
See, the risk is that when they are coming for the facility, and in their mind they are convinced that whatever they are coming for the facility for is what is going to generate the income. But something happens in the direct to other places, that's a different matter. But if they come with the mind that I'm telling you I'm going to buy force, But I know that when you give him the money, it's going to yam.
Yes.
They have been dishonest in the first place.
Okay.
Why were they not transparent with you with the yam? Because they know there's something about the yam.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So from the beginning, the conversation you have, if there's transparency, that okay, I'm in the force business, but now because of the force, the COVID, the force has gone down. So the money, because he knows that when you assess him on the basis of the force business.
Yes.
But he's been transparent with you and say that that's when he's coming for the money, not when you have given him the money already. When you are giving him the money already, and something happens and he diverts to something productive, all well and good. But those who come for the money, tell you one thing and use it for another, you shouldn't sanction that.
Yeah, it's criminal.
Never sanction that. Never.
There is a case at Ashoma. The client, we assess, Mr. Lutavaya assessed the person very well. The person deals with fish. And we did everything for the client. After we disbursed the loan, we don't know what she used the money for. Later, she went into food staff at Isawam to come to CNB herself. And from that day up to now, she's still owed. So you see. So this kind of diversion, your kind of diversion is not the same.
No, see, I think the Dutchman case is a case of genuine,
Diversion.
Yeah.
There were exceptional circumstances and it was genuine.
But this particular one is the dishonest one.
Dishonest from the start. This one like that, especially when later the person will reveal to you the I channeled into it, and the person is paying. Oh, you can ratify it. And those who come and say, I want it to use for A, and they use it for B after disbursement. Arrest them.
Does this one also fall under the diversion we're talking about? Myself and Foster went to Olga, and then we went out to meet some of the customers who are defaulted, and discovered that one Hajia took a loan in a group of 9.
Yeah.
And after they picked 9 people, they were